So Team USA played another game, and it was another close one, and LeBron saved them yet again. Before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 24.7k by the end of the day, but still, it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be easy for USA to win the Olympics. I don't care how many people from America want to belittle every other country. I don't care how many Gilbert Arenas there are out there. This is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy whatsoever. Honestly, America are probably going to win. And the fact is, you can only say probably. Because this is a team that are literally going out there and saying, their coach just saying, go score. I'm not joking with that. I'm pretty confident that Steve Kerr is just telling them, go score. They ran a couple of pin down plays for Steph and that was it. Otherwise, it was, just go ISO. You're better than these, go score. And yeah, the opponents are too good to do that. They are too good. Like, this is a Germany team who, I don't know why Hartenstein isn't playing. I need to find that out. But this is a team where they made, as good as Joel Embiid was, Mo Wagner looked better than almost all the other, looked better than almost all the other bigs on America. If you had if you had Isaiah Hartenstein, things change. As great as Daniel Tice was, we're competing with the bigs. Obst, I'm telling you, his game does not suit the NBA, but in the FIBA game, Obst is ridiculously good. And yeah, supposedly Hartenstein didn't even make the team, which is wild. Which is absolutely wild. Because to be fair, actually, Mo Wagner, Daniel Tice, he probably would be a third choice big. Not necessarily because he's not better than both of them, just because FIBA ball is very different. FIBA ball is very, very different. But when it comes to USA, look, Steph Curry has had 1.5 good games for USA this time around. Ant, I expected Ant to genuinely be. I expected him to be the guy. I expected this to be like a takeover of Ant as the guy. No. It is LeBron. LeBron is their guy. Look, I think when Kevin Durant comes back, it is going to actually be scary when Kevin Durant comes back and their three best players are Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry. On a positive side, if you are Team USA, Embiid's playing better. Embiid's playing better. It's hard to play worse than he did. I still think if you were giving a starting lineup based on merit, you'd start AD. I also just still don't like Embiid playing for a national team. Like, I'm cool playing for a national team that you're not a part of. And I also just think that the fact is in 2017, he wanted to play for Cameroon, was called up to the Cameroonian team, and then just refused. Stating at the time that he wasn't going to play for anyone else, that he wanted to play for Cameroon, and then changed his mind in 2021. Wrote a letter to the French government to say that he felt French and wanted to play for France, and then the second he got his passport and he heard there was rumblings of him maybe getting an American one, he jumped ship and went to America. But I hate the naturalization player rule. I hate it when it's used like for people that have no links really to a country. I don't hate, like, if someone's parents or grandparents are from a country, cool. Use your naturalized player rule for that. Or if someone's born in a country, cool. But it's like, I would have hated him be playing for France as well. But again, I'm not sure if Germany have any naturalized players. I know Greece have walk-up, which is a really weird one. Like, there's definitely players of Greek heritage they could have used, but like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, at the same time, look, LeBron is killing them. He's killing every team they're coming up against. Down the stretch, that was LeBron just saying, I'm not losing this. Just like yesterday or 2 days ago against South Sudan was LeBron saying, I'm not losing this. And this was a better performance from America. Germany are a lot better than South Sudan. And I would say Germany are, if you're looking for who their biggest threats are, a lot of people play Canada, are saying Canada, but Canada have the same problem as America, is they're just playing NBA. They play NBA ball. And America are going to out-talent them. Like, neither of these teams are like super, super great as far as X's and O's are concerned. They're just out-talenting teams. And USA out-talent Canada. However, when you look at the way the game is played, especially like the Germans, the French, not so much. The French don't play a real European style of basketball. The Germans will. And you better believe when Serbia get Jovic and Bogi back, they're going to be serious threats. I think America are going to lose a game in the Olympics. That is my prediction. I think through the whole process, I said they're going to lose one game. It could be to Serbia in the group. And if you are an American fan, you should probably hope they lose to Serbia in the group. Because they're not losing twice. And they're not losing in the gold medal game. Like, America in my lifetime have never lost a gold medal game, as far as I'm aware. But they've lost quite a few times in games where they've gotten complacent. Where they think they have a spot in the final. Like, in the last Olympics, they dug a big hole against Australia. They dug a big hole against Spain. They lost France. They needed a prime Kevin Durant to even get to the final. And as great as LeBron is right now, the fact he's still America's best player is wild. He's not as good as 2021 Kevin Durant. So it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder and harder and harder to make it through. So if they dig a hole, it's going to be harder for them to get out of. So I think it's going to happen once. Like, I called it on Twitter. People called me saying I didn't know what I was talking about. People called me a hater or I hate America when I pointed out the fact that the way USA are playing, which is no structure, hoping teams miss so you can get out in transition with no half-court offense really and hoping to out-talent teams in isolation. That style of play, if you're not shooting well and your opponent is, you can go on 10-0 runs very quickly, but you can also give up 10-0 runs very quickly. And there are some teams that are good enough out there. Like, the deficit they had against South Sudan when they dug a 15-point hole halfway through the third quarter. There are teams that are too good to give that up. If you dig that type of hole against Serbia, they got too many weapons. They've got way, way too many weapons, and it's going to be tough. So, yeah, that's just my opinion of it all. I would, again, if you're betting against America to win the whole thing, you're crazy. I just have a weird feeling they lose once. They'll never lose twice. And if you're an American fan and you see you guys lose to Serbia in the groups, man, I'd almost remortgage my house and bet it on America. I don't see America ever losing twice. But once, not only do I think can happen, I think it will happen. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, that is the video. LeBron saved America again. And you just can't rely on LeBron to bail you out every single game in the Olympics. You really just can't. They have too much talent to do that.